Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cars, and today I'm in the Rustic Barn and I'm going to be stamping. I am so glad you're here. Welcome. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. So as you hop on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to just check and make sure that I can see comments. So let me change my view. Let's see if I can. All right, I think I am going to be able to see your when you hop on and say hi. So that's great. Again, this is Tuesday, September 28th, 1 p.m. I come live every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And if you see live up in the corner, then you know you're live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay. So welcome. I have some prizes to give away from last week and also some prizes that I'm going to be giving away this week. So here in Iowa, the weather is gorgeous. So I hope wherever you're at that the weather is great for you too. So as you hop on, let me know where you're watching from. Also give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. I am streaming this on YouTube and Facebook, so you may be watching from either one of those. So either way, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel and it helps me to push it out to more people, and I really appreciate that. So today I'm going to be making a card using two of the free Sale-A-Bration items. And talking about Sale-A-Bration, it's almost over. Sale-A-Bration ends Thursday of this week, September 30th. So if you've been thinking about you want to get a free Sale-A-Bration item, this is the time to place your order, place a qualifying order, and receive a free Sale-A-Bration item. And today we're going to be using the Counting Sheep stamp set and dies from the Sale-A-Bration catalog. So let me talk about the winners from last week before we start stamping. And congratulations to, congratulations, Carolyn Grant. You were the winner of the random drawing for leaving a comment. I don't have your address, so instant message me or email me at rusticbarncards@gmail.com, and I'll have that email in the description after the video. So you won the Blushing Bride ribbon and the cute little enameled hearts. And I'll get that sent out to you. And then congratulations, Maria Robinson. You won the random drawing for these enamel hearts for sharing my video. Thank you very much. And thank you to all of you who shared my video, and congratulations, Maria. I don't have your address, so please email me or reach out to me on instant message or email me. Something was going on with my computer there, so that's why I kind of paused. And then congratulations to Nancy Davis. You were the random drawing for those of you that placed an order with me this week, and you will receive the wrapped in texture embossing folder. And I do have your address, and that will be going out in the mail tomorrow. And this week, I'm going to be having a random drawing for sharing this video, the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. So if you share my video, you have a chance to win the Rhinestone Basic video, or the, not basic video, but the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And then also, I want you to know that I can only give prizes away to those of you that live in the United States, but I really appreciate those of you watching me from other countries. And then I'm going to give a random drawing. I have a random drawing for the package of dimensionals and the card that I'm making, and this is for leaving a comment. So if you leave a comment you'll be in the drawing for the dimensionals and the card that I make today. And then for those of you that place an order with me now through October 4th, you'll be in a random drawing for the stamp set, which is a celebration item, the texture and frames. All right. So, hi, Leslie. I'm glad you hopped on here. Good to see you. Hope all is well. And we are going to make this cute, quick card today using Sale-A-Bration item, counting sheep. And I'm sorry, but I seem to have lost where I'm at. So give me a second. And here I am. Okay. I tell you, this technology, I think I'm getting better and then I'm not, right? So I did want to let you know that not only is Sale-A-Bration just about over, but a chance to join my team during Sale-A-Bration is also ends on the 30th. And why it's a great time to join Stampin' Up! And to save 20% discount is because right now during Sale-A-Bration, you can choose a bundle out of the mini catalog. You have 12 choices to choose from, a stamp set and dies or a stamp set and punch. And again, if you want to receive a free item out of Sale-A-Bration, that ends this Thursday. And today we are going to be using 2 items from the Sale-A-Bration, and you can earn these free by placing a $50 purchase for the counting sheep stamp set, and you place another $50 order, you can receive the dies free. And I think this is an adorable stamp set. I love these little sheep. You have a hat, grass, so glad it's your birthday, you're amazing. And then the dies, you have even extra. You can have a die for each of the sheep to cut out, and the hat that you have like a balloon, some clouds, sun, a little flag, fence. And we're going to be using one of the dies. I'm also going to be using the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder today for our project. And I'm going to be using a stitch rectangle, and this is 2.5 by 4. So here are all the stitched rectangles. I just put it in this case. It doesn't come in this particular case. And then we're be using 3 inks, a real red, garden green, and your Memento Tuxedo Black. You're going to need some ribbon, and I'm using the mini ruffled ribbon, the real red. And your card base is basic white, and it's 8.5 by 5.5 folded in half. And then I always like to use my bone folder to kind of give that a crisp edge. And then I'm using DSP, Designer Series paper. And I'm actually, I guess I'm using 3 items from our Sale-A-Bration because this is also a free item. It's the Peaceful Prince, and this is in the Sale-A-Bration. So right now through Thursday, you can also choose this as a free item when you place a qualifying order. And then you're going to need some scrap basic white to die cut the stitched rectangle out. You're going to need a scrap of basic white to stamp the sheep and to die cut that, and a scrap of basic white for our greeting. So you don't need a lot of supplies today. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my ribbon, and it's about 24 inches. Although I'm going to show you 2 other cards when I finish with this. And I'm going to show you where you can save on the ribbon, but right now I'm going to use about 24 inches. And I'm just going to fold that in half. And I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet. I'm going to use this size. I'm going to turn it over. This side is pretty too. And then I'm going to bring in a glue dot. And I'm just going to put that right in the middle of my ribbon. And place that about right. About right there. So it's a little bit below the middle. And then I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to put another glue dot just to kind of hold that in place. And we will kind of use those trees as a line to get it straight. And then I'm just going to lay this aside. And I already see that somehow I did not come out even. So let me just try that again. Lay that down, and so I want to make sure that I have enough to make a bow. So I think I need to go right like that. Okay. Just want to make sure you have about the same amount on each side. So we will. And there's a little spot right there, but it's no problem because we're going to cover that up with our ribbon. So I'm going to add one more glue dot. And we will bring that right over here. And it doesn't quite cover it up. We're going to have a layer right on top of that. Okay, I'm going to lay that aside, and then I'm going to, actually, I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to our card base. Hi, Jenny. Oh, I'm so glad that you popped in. I appreciate it so much. This is a quick and easy card. I'm going to add some glue, some adhesive, and this designer series paper is cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's going to fit on the front of our card. And then I'm just going to leave the ribbon like this, and we'll come back to that in a little bit. And now we're going to do some stamping. Or actually, I think we will, first thing we're going to do is to take care of our little stitched, cut out our stitch rectangle. So I'm going to bring in the mini cut and emboss. And we are going to put our stitched rectangle and then we're just going to run that right through. Sorry for the shaking. And here we go. So we'll lay this aside. And now I'm going to bring in the other scrap. We're going to do a little stamping. So I'm going to bring in my Memento Black ink. And I already have our little sheep mounted up that we're going to use. So I'm going to ink up the sheep. And the paper with the little trees is from the Sale-A-Bration item, Peaceful Prints. And then I'm just going to place this sheep right here. And then I am going to bring in our embossing folder, and I'm going to place this in here. Then I'm going to run it through the cut and emboss machine. And of course, this one I cannot do with the mini because it's too large. I have to use a large cut and emboss machine. And I have already done that. And isn't that cute? I think that by using the embossing folder, Tasteful Textile, it gives this sheep a little bit of texture. That's what I'm trying to say. So now we're going to cut out our sheep, and I will be able to do that with the mini. So we'll put our layers in there. We're going to place our die right on our sheep. And then I like to use a little sticky note just to make sure that it's going to stay in place, that it doesn't move. Then we'll put the rest of the sandwich on. And we're going to die cut out the sheep. And do just a little more stamping, and then we'll have our card ready to put our card together. And then gently just take off those sticky notes. Yes, I think it's really a great way to give this little sheep some texture by using that embossing folder. Now I'm going to set him aside, and we're going to do a little stamping using the garden green, and we're going to add some grass. So I have our little stamp, and I'm going to just stamp at the bottom, and sometimes I'll stamp off. So just kind of give it a little bit of a variety. And I'll do one more row. All right, I think that looks good. And while we're stamping, let's go ahead and lay that aside and bring in our scrap paper. And we'll go ahead and stamp in real red our sentiment, which is "You're amazing." All right. What I'm going to do with the sentiment is that I'm going to cut this in half. So you don't have to do that. You could leave it like it is. And in one of the cards I'm going to show you at the end, I went ahead and left it together. But on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and just cut around it. And I'm going to do the same with your. Actually, I think on that that maybe I need to do that again, because I think I cut a little bit of the E off, didn't I? So no problem. I got in a hurry. So you just go ahead and use your snips. If you don't have snips, they're a great tool. There we go. Get those out of the way. And we are ready to put a card together. So I am going to bring our card base back in, and we are going to pop up our layer, that our stitch rectangle. With 5 dimensionals. And again, I have 2 other cards to show you. One is similar to this, but I'm using different DS Designer Series paper. And then the other one is just a little bit different. So I'm going to place this about in the middle. And then I am going to pop up our sheep. And I think 3 dimensionals works fine. You will want to use some mini dimensionals when we put this, add the sentiment on there. And then I'm going to just kind of place so I can make sure that I get my little sheep where I want him at. So there's room for, so you're amazing. And then I'm going to, there's a little bit of a spot here, a little red. So we're just going to, there we go. Okay, we're going to turn our sentiment over and bring in these mini dimensionals. And we can pop that up. I think this one doesn't already has the layer, a backing off of it. Okay, we'll put your, and then we will add a couple dimensionals to the amazing. And just going to slide it over just a little bit. And then I'm going to make a bow on the side with that ribbon. And then we will trim, and then we'll add some embellishments. And we'll do a little trimming. Okay. So a quick and easy card. Now, maybe you can help me decide if I want to use the holiday rhinestones or the red rhinestones or the wonderful gems. I'm not sure which I want to use. I could use the wonderful gems. I could use the gold, or I could go ahead and use the red. I kind of like that. The holiday rhinestone basic jewels are also an option. And then we have the real red. So let me know what you think I should use. Okay, I am going to use the real red, and I am going to place one right over here, one right there, and let's add one more right there. So here we have You're Amazing. Let me show you the other two cards. Now the other card is very similar. You're Amazing, only I used the opposite side of the trees from the Peaceful Prince, which is a free celebration item. And again, you can receive the stamp set free by placing a $50 order. You can choose the sheep dies as a free item with a $50 order. And then the Peaceful Prince, which I use both sides of this today. You can also choose this as a free gift with a $50 order. And then another card that I made is You're Amazing. And on this card, instead of wrapping the ribbon all the way around like I did on these two cards, I just tucked it right underneath the designer series paper. And then I took this another ribbon and went in and made this bow. So it's probably about the same amount of ribbon, maybe a little bit of a savings because you don't have from here to here. So you do save a little bit. And I used Soft Succulent on this card. I'm glad you like the one with the snowflakes, Leslie. And Jenny, good. I'm glad you like the wonderful gems. So which card do you like the best? Let me know which card that you like the best. the Rudolph with the rhinestones. Well, I'm glad that you like the cards. Snowflake is your favorite, Leslie, and Naomi. Hi, Naomi. Glad that you're here. And I'm sorry I didn't see holiday in time, or I would have tried that. But all those gems are just awesome, and it's great to have choices, isn't it? So don't forget that Sale-A-Bration ends this Thursday. So place an order if there's something that you want in that Sale-A-Bration catalog, because Sale-A-Bration will be over on Thursday through Thursday on September 30th. But only a couple more days to get a free item when you place an order. And thank you for watching, and have a great day. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. And I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards.